Good morning. Today is a travel day and I'm off to the airport to get on a plane to Amritsar. Reason I'm going on a plane is because the pilgrims are coming up the valley and apparently it's taking 15 hours to get to Jammu, which is about 250k. It's not massively long distance, but it's taken forever to get there. Then I'd have to get a bus or a train from Jammu to Amritsar, and it turns out that the flight is taking just over an hour. Easy peasy. The price isn't extortionate. I think I have paid 5,000 rupees for the flight, and the transport was going to cost me a couple of thousand rupees to get down to Amritsar as it was. I thought time, and I didn't want to be stuck in the back of a taxi for 15 hours in the heat, so that's what I'm doing. After my initial reservations about coming here off the boat, it's been quite quiet here, which has been nice, so it's allowed me to do a lot of editing. It's much better to be on the boat, got a nicer feel to it. Also, this part of town doesn't seem to have very much vegetarian food at all, and I've asked lots of people around here, and it's famous for its meat, so they don't do anything else. Kebabs and all that type of stuff, which is a bit of a shame, so I have to walk into town to get food. I've been having backwards meals, which means I have breakfast here in the hotel, an omelette and bread and jam, and then I would go out in the afternoon and have a main meal, and then I'd buy some dahi or yogurt, curd on the way back, and I also bought some cereal, so then I'd have cereal in the evening. Seems to have worked out okay. Very nice people here, been very nice to me, let me watch the cricket the other day. Yeah, I've had nice chats around here. So if you are coming this way, it's the New World Guest House. It's a little bit out of the way, but it is quite quiet. A few shots of military lining the road, just so you know that I'm not making it up. What are they doing up there? So I got dropped off by the taxi, go through lots of big gates, through X-ray machines, and now my taxi driver tells me it's 500 meters to the airport. I was thinking Western today when I came to the airport, really thinking I could lounge around, maybe do some editing. Turns out that the waiting area is outside, and then you have to go through security to go to the gate. Learned some interesting stuff today from the taxi driver. He said that 3 years ago there was a curfew in Kashmir. I said, what time was the curfew? And he said, all day. You weren't allowed anywhere 3 years ago. And I said, why was that? He says, because Kashmiris don't like India, they want their independence, they want freedom, and that's why there's so much military here to make sure they quash that. He also talked about Modi, who is the Prime Minister, and how he is Hindu, and up here the majority of people are Muslim, and Modi doesn't like anybody in his country who isn't Hindu, so these other people are being persecuted, Sikhs, Muslims, whoever. He also said that there has been a lot of killing going on here in the past years from the military. The people of Kashmir, lots of people have lost their lives, so that's another different perspective of this place. When I'm saying these things, don't take them as my own opinions. I haven't verified these, I've just taken what people have said to me, and they're just out there. I sometimes wonder whether I should talk political stuff on here. This is what we come across. These are the real things. This is the warts and all. I think it's important to say these things. So, on the comments, don't have to go at me for saying them. They're not my opinions, just what people have said. There is a waiting area on the inside. Came here earlier on, 10 minutes ago, nice and early. No queue, could have just walked straight to the thing. He didn't want to see me. Now he's just come and got me to 20 minutes. He said, oh, I'll go and sit over there for 20 minutes. Queue just built up. Here we are. And now I've got to go and stand in the queue. Some things to remember while checking in. Make sure you have your credit card that you bought your ticket with handy. And don't leave batteries in your main bag. Okay, I've been through 3 X-ray machines. Then I had my bag completely emptied. Had to put my camera on, turn things on. Very interested with the water filter. And then, as I'm leaving there with a stamp, another guy then starts looking at my bag again. I've just been here. You've just sent me here, and and it's all good. Been stamped. Why are you looking at my bag again? So definitely leave plenty of time to come through security here. It is now 10 to 2, and I left the hotel at 10 this morning. Things just happened, don't know what, but everybody just started moving off to another place. Here we go then, onto the plane, randomly across the tarmac. Ready to go. Been through another bag check, and we had to move gates, and then a free-for-all across the tarmac. After we were all allowed to go across the tarmac earlier on, we're now being driven 100 metres. There's something different. They check your boarding passes on the way off the plane as well. We're back into the old taxi haggling bill, but it's good to have an Ola app and know how much you should be paying or there or thereabouts. So Ola said it was expensive now, $4.90. We're doing this at $400 in a prepaid taxi bank. I would say always make sure that you're ready to go with whatever you're going to do before you step out of the airport, because then it just becomes a pressure pot of people going taxi, taxi, taxi. So I've just had the worst experience in India so far. Went into the Oyo I just booked, and the guy there was on the phone with some other guy, and he said, I don't give room to foreigners. And I thought he was joking. I was like, oh, joker. I thought you were joking. And he goes, no, I'm not joking. So I'm sat down, he goes, oh, I can find you another hotel, not to worry. So then I'm sat there and I'm going, I did a vlog like this, yeah, with him in the background. And then he flew up and lost it. Absolutely, like, flew in my face, spitting in my face. Who gave you the permission to take a photograph of me? I can slap you and you can't do anything about it. The only reason I'm not touching you is because you're a foreigner. Anyway, this went on for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah. There was some pushing and shoving, and he said, oh, this is on CCTV and I'm going to get you, call the police and all this other, and he wouldn't let it go until I deleted the photo. Anyway, the guy's a complete. I'm going to have to speak to Oyo about this, because this is just not on at all. What a joke. So I've now had to try and find some other accommodation, and this sort of rickshaw guy has been helpful, somebody else in the street has been helpful. At one point he's just standing there right in my face, shouting, and I'm just like, calm down, you need to calm yourself down, you need to calm down, again and again. Eventually I had to push him away. There was a bit of pushing and shoving, and I had to twist his arm around and push him away from me. I did think we were going to get into a fight, I'm going to be honest, especially because he's standing there with 5 of his cronies around him. You're in my property and I can do anything I want to you. The only reason I haven't done anything to you is because you're a foreigner. If you're Indian, I would have slapped you, I can slap you. Hello. He was shouting and going, I can sue you for taking my picture, call the police, we'll show you. I'm like, Jeebus.
keep your hair on. So now I've just booked a place with booking.com. Now this rickshaw driver is taking me somewhere, I don't really know where it is. Okay, here it is. Nice man. I've just been out and had some dinner. I'm feeling freaking annoyed, and I'm like plotting my revenge in my head. It's a pain in the arse. I need to get my old omming back and try and om that out of me. I spoke to the manager in this hotel about calling the police, and he said there was too much corruption. The first thing the police would do is ask me for money. To date, 5 days after the incident, OU have been unavailable and uncontactable.